So, hello friends. So, today we will discuss about all pair shortest path algorithms for which we will discuss about Floyd-Warshall's algorithm. In previous lecture we have seen how we can find out the single source shortest path for all the vertices from the single source. So by using this Dijkstra algorithm, so today we will discuss all pair shortest path. The problem with single source shortest path is that the complexity comes a big O of n square if the same algorithm is being used to find out the all pair shortest path. So in that case the complexity will come big O of n square, big O of n cube. So now in Floyd-Warshall algorithm we see this problem is solved by using dynamic programming. So what is dynamic programming? So dynamic programming is an optimization over the plane recursion. So recursion is what? We are calling the same function again and again. That is called the recursion. So basically this plane, so in dynamic programming we exploit the benefit of the recursion method by applying the optimization. How we apply the optimization? Whenever we see a recursive solution that has repeated calls for the same inputs, we can optimize it using dynamic programming. So basically the idea is to simply store the results of sub-problems so that we do not have to recompute them when needed later. So the idea is of dynamic programming here is that here in Floyd-Warshall algorithm, if there are n number of nodes in graph, so it will calculate n number of matrices, weight matrices. And just see here, every matrix is dependent on its previous match. The solution of any matrix at any iteration depends on the solution of previous matrix in previous iteration. So just see here, instead of calculating and instead of calling the same recursion function for the same input again and again, what we do here, we save the results of previous calculation. And that saved result is directly used in the next iteration in order to find the optimized solution. So this is what we do in the Floyd-Warshall algorithm. So in this algorithm we need to compute the A first order matrix, then A second, then A third, and A nth order. If there are n number of nodes, so it will calculate the n matrices over here for a graph of having n nodes. Solution of previous matrix is again required in finding solution of the next matrix. So no need to compute previous matrix again, and it is saved for the further use. That is what the dynamic programming does over here. Now just see here, what is A1, A2, A3, An matrix? So that A1 matrix is what? A matrix having shortest path for all pair of vertices through intermediate vertex 1. So basically A1 matrix will calculate the all pair shortest path, means it will find out the shortest path which may go through intermediate vertex 1. Similarly A2, so it will find out the all pair shortest path which may go through intermediate vertex 2. Similarly A3, similarly A4, similarly finally An. So just see here the last matrix An. So basically it will find out the shortest path which may go through the vertex n. So and each answer is repeated, each previous answer is being used the further answer. So that is why finally we get the last matrix gives you the final answer of the shortest all pair shortest path in between any pair of vertices. Just see here how it works. This is the formula. This formula says that if we are going to find out any element of ij, ith row, jth column of matrix kth, A1, A2, A3, AK, kth matrix, basically it talks about the kth matrix. So how this element of ij position value can be calculated? By finding the minimum value of what? K minus 1, the just previous matrix, kth matrix and the k minus 1th matrix. Just if so, the minimum value of what? The same location value, ith row and jth column value in previous matrix, or if there exists a path through a kth node. So suppose this is the node I and this is node J. There may be a direct path. There may be another path through vertex K. The K is what? K is the kth matrix. So if there exists a shortest path through the vertex K, so this is how in previous matrix the distance between I to K, then K to J. I to K distance plus K to J distance. If we sum up these two, and out of these two, which one is the minimum, that will be saved is the location of kth matrix over here. Just see here, the value of K will be 1 for A1 matrix. K is equal to 2, then A2 matrix. Similarly, K is equal to N for A nth matrix. Where K is what? K is nothing but an intermediate vertex. Now see how we can use this concept in solving a single R pair shortest path problem for a given graph using Floyd-Warshall algorithm. Just here, this is the formula already we have discussed. Now, the zeroth matrix will be by default the weight matrix. So weight matrix is what? If the weights are given, so the values will be replaced by weights. If there does not exist any age, so their weight value will be considered infinite. Infinite means it is saying that there is no any path between 3 to 2. Vertex 3 to 2, there is no 3 to 2. There is no direct edge exists. So it means there is no any path between 3 to 2. So that is why we have put here infinite. So basically this we does in weight matrix. So the zeroth matrix will be our initial weight matrix. So we will copy it as a weight matrix over here. Now the next is we have to find out the matrix A1. So matrix A1. So 1, 2. So matrix A1 is what? Matrix A1 says that can we find out the shortest path? Can we have a shortest path through the intermediate vertex 1? That is what A1 matrix. Similarly A2, can we find out the shortest path which has intermediate vertex 2? So here we will try to find out the shortest path which passes through the intermediate vertex 1. So the value of K will be 1 here. Just see. So what we will do here, since we know that so there is the first row and the first column will be same as the previous matrix. Just see here, because we want to find out the shortest path through vertex 1. So here the first row and the first column, the value will be same. So just see here in previous matrix, the first row is what? 0, 3, infinite, 7. This will be same. And first column 0, 8, 5 and 2. It will be same. And another is, just see here, all the diagonal values are 0. So all the diagonal values are 0 means there is no self loop. So here we also all the diagonal elements will be 0 because there is no any self loop for any vertex over here. Now we have to calculate all these values. Suppose we want to calculate just here 2 to 3. So we want to calculate for what? A1 matrix what? 2 to 3. So this will be calculated by what? The previous matrix, either A or the previous matrix of the 2, 3 or the previous matrix. Is there any direct connection between 2 to 3 or is there any connection between through a vertex 1? Because here the value of K is what? Value of K is 1. Just see here the formula. Either the previous matrix ijth value or the previous matrix I to K. So I is what? I is 2. K is what? K is 1. So 2 to 1. To 1 plus previous matrix I to K and K to J. J is what? J is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Just see here. We want to find out the value of 2, 3. So it will be either the previous value of 2, 3, previous matrix value of 2, 3, or is there any shortest path which goes through the vertex 1? Because we are calculating the matrix A1. Value of K is 1 here. So I to K, this is I, this is J. So this is I and J, this is I and K, this is K and J. Just see here. I K, K J. So I K 2, 1, value of K is 1. So 2, 1 on 1, 1. Just see, calculate here. Previous value of 2, 3 is what? Previous value of 2, 3 is 2 here. Previous value of 2, 1 is what? 2 and 1, 8. Previous value of 1 and 3 is what? Infinite. So just see here, 8 plus infinite, infinite. So 2 will be less than infinite. So which one will be copied here? 2 will be copied here. So now this will have value 2. Similarly, we want to calculate the value of A24. So A124. So how we find out? Previous value of A024 or A02 through intermediate vertex 1, ik plus kj. Kj is what? 4. Just see, previous value of 24 what? 2 and 4 infinite. Previous value of 21 is what? 8. Previous value of 14 is what? 7. So 8 plus 7 how much? 15. So this 15 is less than infinite. So this value will be replaced by what? 15. So here 15, we will place 15 over here. Similarly, if you want to calculate the value of 32, so A132, just see here, A132. So it can be calculated by A0 32, either it will be this one or A0 3k ik 31 plus A0 kj. Just see here, previous value of 32 is what? Previous value of 32 is infinite. Previous value of 31 5. Previous value of 12 3. So 5 plus 3 how much? 8. So this 8 is less than infinite. So this will be copied over here. So 32 will have how much? 8 over here. Similarly all the values will be calculated and finally we will. So similarly we can find out all the values and finally we can see that we are getting this A1 matrix over here. Now we will calculate the next matrix A2. Means here we are finding out what are the shortest distance which are passes through the intermediate vertex 2. Here we have find out through the intermediate vertex 1. Here we will find out the shortest path through the intermediate vertex 2. Similarly, A3 we will find out through 3 and so on. So finally, the last matrix will have all the shortest path which we want over here. Just see here, for the matrix A2, so we want to find out the shortest path through vertex 2. So the second row and second column of the previous matrix will be same over here. So the second row is what? 8, 0, 2, 15. And second column is what? 3, 0, 8, 5. And the diagonal value will be 0 over here. No swap loop. 0, 0 and 0. Now we want to calculate this one. Now search here how we can calculate the value of. Suppose we want to calculate the value of A13. A213. This will be what? Minimum of A113 and previous value of 1. Value of k is what? Value of k is 2 over here. So ik12 plus A1 of kj 2 3. Just see here, j is 3, I is 1. Now just see previous value of 1 3. Previous value of A13, previous matrix 1 and 3 how much? Infinite. 1 2 how much? 3. 2 3 how much? 2 3 2. So 3 plus 2 how much? 5. So this 5 is less than infinite. So now this 1 3 will be replaced by 5. Now just see, if you want to calculate the value of A214. So A214. This will be what? This will be previous matrix of 2 4 or previous matrix of 2. The value of k is 2. Ik 2 2 plus previous matrix of kj 2 4. So previous matrix of A2 2 4 is what? 2 and 4 15. Previous matrix of 2 2 0. Previous matrix of 2 4 2 and 4 15. 2 and 4 15. So just see here. So now A24 A14. So okay, just see here 1 4. So here it will have also 1 4. So previous matrix of 1 4. Previous matrix of 1 4 is what? 7. Sorry, it is 7. Now previous matrix of 1 2. Previous matrix of 1 previous matrix of 1 2, that is 3, so this is 3. Now previous matrix of 2 4, so 2 4 is 15, so 15 plus 3 18, so definitely 17 is less than 18, so this 7 is less than 18, so this 7 will be saved over here. So now this matrix, in this place we will have a value 7. So similarly we can calculate the all other values, and so finally we will get the A2 matrix over here like this. So similarly the same procedure will be applied, and the matrix A3 will be obtained with the help of its previous matrix A2. Similarly the matrix A4 will be obtained with the help of this matrix A3, and this is the last matrix which gives us the result of all pair shortest path. Now just see here, so here what in every iteration, the dynamic, this is the beauty of dynamic programming. So in every iteration we are finding some solution, and that solution is getting saved in every iteration. Just see here, this matrix find out all the shortest path which is passing through the vertex 1. Now this matrix is keeping all the shortest path which is either passing with 1 or 2. Similarly this matrix keeps all the shortest path which is either passing through node 1 or node 2 or node 3. Now this is the final matrix which keeps the shortest path which is either passing through node 1 or node 2 or node 3 or node 4. So basically this is comprising the final answer. This is comprising the all shortest path which may go through either node 1 or node 2 or node 3 or node 4. So just see here, this is our final answer. So the shortest distance between 1 and 1 0, the shortest between 1 and 2 is 3, shortest distance between 1 and 3 5, 1 and 4 6, 2 and 1 5, 2 and 2 0, so and so on. Just see here, in this algorithm we have basically, we are running three times loop here, 3 nested loop here. Just see here, we are running 3 loops over here, nested loops here. The first loop is what? For the kth matrix, k is equal to 1, it will calculate A1, k is equal to 2, it will calculate A2, k is equal to 3, it will calculate A3. So the outer loop runs for what? To calculate the ith matrix. Now these 2 inner loops, I and j, the first loop is running for the row number, the second loop is running for the column number. Just see here how we calculate the value of aij. Minimum of previous value of ij or previous value of aik plus previous value of akj. Just see here, since we are running 3 times a loop here, and each loop is running n times, so basically the complexity will be n into n cube. That is why the complexity for Floyd Warshall algorithms comes big O of n square. So thank you very much.